Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I'm going to talk about, does a narcissist fear celibacy? There was a lot of debate on this when I did a reel on this on the post. And I actually had a troll get on there and say, well, according to another influencer, narcissists can be celibate. They can detest you and be celibate. And what this ignorant person doesn't realize, okay, they took some information from what another narc abuse influencer might have said. The narcissist may be celibate with you, but the narcissist generally is not celibate, okay? They're giving you celibacy because they don't want to be with you anymore. This is usually towards the end of the relationship during the devaluation stage. They devalued you, and now they're cold, they're distant, they're aloof, and they really have checked out of the relationship. But they've checked out of the relationship with you, but you could trust and believe they've got something else going on. The narcissist is not celibate. The narcissist is usually having sex with somebody else, and that's why they're not having sex with you. Like, we had a person in one of our groups, she was engaged to somebody, and he didn't have sex with her for like 7 months, and he constantly made excuses, saying, you know, I'm tired, I have a lot on my mind, there's a lot of things going on. And we all told her, that's not normal. You're engaged to this person, you know, they're probably having sex with somebody else. And don't you know that was the case? He was having an affair with somebody else. So, you guys, it's like this. The narcissist does generally fear celibacy. They do fear it, okay? And the reason for that is because a narcissist always wants to feel wanted. A narcissist always wants to feel like somebody needs them, somebody wants them. You know, to them, celibacy pretty much equates to you're a loser, nobody wants you. And what a narcissist generally does in the beginning of a relationship, when they first start love bombing you, is what a lot of them say is they'll tell you, oh, I haven't had sex in 3 years, or I've been celibate, or I'm saving myself. Oh, I'm so disgusted with everything out there. You know, I haven't had sex with anybody. What the narcissist does is they try to fool you. They portray the exact opposite of who they truly are, and they want to portray that they are this innocent type of person. They are a homebody. They're naive. You know, they want to give off the impression that they're not like these other guys, or they're not like these other women, okay? Why do they do this? Because they're trying to fool you so that you let your guard down and you trust them and you give them whatever supply you have. So they don't want to go and tell you, yeah, I have 10 other supply around and I'm, you know, sleeping around, or I'm, you know, using other people. They're not going to tell you that, because what are you going to do? You're not going to bother with them. It's like somebody said, well, why do narcissists have to lie? Well, if they were honest with you, would you bother with them? No, they lie because they know that they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, okay? So in their minds, they feel justified. They have to lie to you because you would never approve of them doing things, you know, like, for instance, inboxing other people, talking to other people, having situationships on the side. You'd never approve of that. So what do? They gaslight you. They tell you you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. They're not doing anything. Oh, that person is just a friend. This is all game, you guys. I'm giving you game, okay? And part of the game is that narcissists pretend to be celibate in the beginning when you first meet them. I've had people do that to me. You know, I meet them and, like, I could tell these type of dudes were not type of celibate dudes, okay? And they'd be like, oh, I haven't been with anybody, you know, this and that. Meanwhile, a narcissist generally always has somebody. Usually when you meet a narcissist, they're not completely single. They may be technically single, but they're not generally celibate. They have a situation or somebody that they're sleeping with. A lot of times it's their exes, okay? And if it's not their ex, they may have a friends with benefits somewhere, or they have a situation somewhere. And guess what? They come along, they meet you, and especially the people that you meet on a dating app. Oh my goodness. Those people are like jumping around, sleeping around. You got to be really careful when you meet somebody on a dating app, because you don't know if they're going to give you an STD, HIV, or anything like that, because the dating apps are a narcissist playground. There's a multitude of supply on there. Plus, it's a cheater's playground. There's a lot of married men and married women on the dating apps. Why do they go there? Because it's so easy, okay? They get on there from their job or when their partner isn't around, and they're scoping out all the other supply. And then when their partner's around, they just delete the app. How easy is that, okay? So, but the thing is, do they fear celibacy? Yes, most definitely they do fear celibacy. Because again, a narcissist equates you being celibate as to the fact that nobody wants you. The other thing is, narcissists never want to feel that anybody else is out there having pleasure, having sex, and, they're sitting there celibate. They want a piece of the pie, okay? So they're going to be out there. They're going to be flirting. They may have other supply going on. They're not going to be sitting home on the couch watching TV and not having sex with anybody. Very rarely would you'd ever find a narcissist that's celibate. I'm not going to say that all narcissists are not celibate. There may be an occasional narcissist that, is celibate, but that is generally maybe the older narcissists. The older narcissists that can't get supply, okay? They can't get supply. But what they usually do is they cling on to whoever's around. They may not be happy with that supply when they're older, but they need to have somebody. But what this stupid troll said on my post was, basically she was trying to discredit me, and, everybody just laughed her off the post, okay? Because she really was so ignorant. And she was saying, well, narcissists can be celibate. I know that because I heard a narc influencer say that. And if you want the real information, you get it from a narc. Well, good, go for it. Let me just tell you something. When you get information from a narcissist, number one, a narcissist is a liar. Number two, you can't trust a narcissist. So if you want to go and listen to somebody that you can't trust and is a liar, by all means, go ahead. This is how ignorant some of the public is. They believe anything that's out there, okay? But what she misunderstood, which probably that narc influencer meant when he said narcissists can be celibate, what he probably meant by that was that they're celibate with you, but they're not celibate in general. They always have sex going on somewhere else. A narcissist will never, ever be in a position where you're moving on, you're having sex, and they're sitting there celibate. Never happen. I have never, ever seen that. And that's why narcissists constantly, when they see a relationship is breaking down, they make sure they've got somebody lined up, okay? Even if that other supply is not great, they've got to have somebody. That's why a lot of times a narcissist will jump off to somebody else, and you look at them and you say, what the hell are they doing with that? What are they doing with that beast? Well, they've got to have somebody, okay? And they're never going to be looked at as being a loser and can't get anybody. And God forbid you moved on and you had somebody. A narcissist will never let you get one up on them. So they're worried about their image. They're worried about whatever everybody thinks. And they want to be portrayed as, they're in demand. People want them. Some narcissists come off as players and they have a multitude of supply. And some narcissists may just have one or two other supply, okay? It really depends on the individual and how much validation they need, all right? And I had people come back to me. I want to bring this point up. And they said, well, you're talking a lot about cheaters. That's different than a narcissist. Let me specify this. When somebody cheats on somebody, okay, they are doing something that is dishonest. They are doing something that is deceptive. They are misleading the other person in thinking that they are in a relationship with them, and they have a lack of empathy for their victims or their partners when they're cheating on them, right? So a lot of these traits are narcissistic, okay? It's all intertwined. The big thing with narcissism is how much empathy somebody has for you. So if somebody's out there and cheating on you and playing you for a fool, how much empathy could they have for you? Not much. They don't care about you. They don't respect you. They're selfish. They're doing what they want to do, okay, to benefit them. So they don't have heart for you, and they don't have any empathy for you. So you guys, it's like this. Yes, narcissists do fear celibacy. And that's why a lot of them always have to have a lot of contacts. That's why they'll inbox like 10, 15 people, sometimes more, because they want to know that somebody's there. They never, ever want to be left alone. A narcissist is afraid of looking like a loser. They're afraid of looking like a loser. But again, remember what I told you. They're going to portray that they're this innocent, wholesome, religious type of person in the beginning. Oh, I don't go out. I stay home a lot. Oh, what's a dating app? What's a dating app? Some of them are so stupid. They really think that you're an idiot, and they'll say something like, "Oh, I don't even know what a dating app is, or I don't know how to use these buttons." Okay? That's like the narcissist that lies on the dating app about their age. Like I had one girl ask me, she said, "Why did he lie about his age?" Well, because he's looking for young women. That's why. So he made his age younger, and then he gaslit you and told you, "Oh, I don't know how to change the buttons. I don't." They love the dumb routine. Covert narcissists love to play dumb. Okay, so you guys, it's like this. Most narcissists do fear celibacy. Most do. There could be a narcissist that is celibate, but trust and believe, if they are celibate, it's generally not by choice. It's because they can't get any supply, okay? And like I said, that's usually somebody who has a hard time getting supply, or that could be somebody older and having a hard time getting supply, and they might be celibate at that moment, all right? But generally, a narcissist, they want things of instant gratification, instant pleasure, and one of those things is sex, okay? They love instant gratification. Sex to them, makes them feel good, makes them forget about their worries, makes them feel like they're loved. There's a lot of narcissists, and especially the female covert narcissist, who loves to have multiple partners. Why? Because that's her way of getting love in her twisted mind, okay? The more multiple partners she has, the more she feels, she equates that with love. Oh, they want me. Oh, they love me because they're having sex with me. But what she's doing is she's getting used, okay? She's getting used, but the point is she wants to feel like she's wanted, or she's insecure and she wants to feel like, she can get anybody. She's in demand. And why does she do that? Because she doesn't want to ever make you feel like you'll get over on her, okay? And the same thing goes for the male narcissist. They play the same type of games. They're afraid to think anybody would get over on them and be out there having sex, having pleasure, or cheating on them, and they're not getting any, okay? To them, sex is like a trophy. The more sex they have, the more it's like, oh, look at me, I'm the greatest. They also love to be revered as a player to their friends, all right? They love when other people look at them like, ooh, they're a player. Because generally a player means that they could get a lot of supply, therefore meaning, they're wanted. People want them, they're a very good-looking guy or good-looking woman, or because they have all these, and a player doesn't necessarily have to be good-looking, all right? You could get ugly narcissists that are players because they want to feel like they're somebody, or that they're good looking in their minds. because they sleep around and they have all these type of people. I knew a woman that was like this. You know, she was overweight and she had a lot of guys that she was juggling because she was extremely, extremely insecure. But she wanted to feel like she was a player, she's one of them and everything. And that was her way of equating it to love, okay? Because she never trusted anybody. But the bottom line is this. Yes, they do fear intimacy. They most definitely fear intimacy. And that's why a lot of times when a narcissist knows that you know that they're doing something, all right, that they're cheating on you, somebody made a reel about this and they said, oh, then that's when the narcissist won't trust you. Yo, that the narcissist didn't trust you from day one. When the narcissist realizes that you know that they're cheating on you, that's when that narcissist is going to cheat on you twice as bad, because they're going to think you're going to be out there cheating on them once you find out. So now they got to alleviate all that pain and they'll go sleep around even more if they think that you know that they're sleeping around, because they're going to assume that you're going to do it to them and they want to make themselves feel better by, you know, getting all that sex in, okay? So that if you cheat on them, they don't feel so bad. Oh, who cares if you cheated on me? I had 100 women or I had 100 guys. Who cares? I had way more partners than you ever did, because it's a competition with the fucking narc. They want to feel that they're better than you. And one of the ways that they feel they're better is by how many sex partners they have, okay? Again, it's a trophy. It's a status. And so therefore, in general, narcissists do fear being celibate because it makes them feel like a loser, that nobody wants them, and they never ever want anybody to think of them as being a loser or being celibate, okay? The only time they will play that card, like I told you, is in the beginning when they're trying to make you think that they are this innocent person so that you let your guard down and you trust them. Okay, so I hope that clears everything up for everybody. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast, and you guys go follow me on YouTube, because I'm going to be slowly moving over everything to YouTube. You can find me on YouTube at the Game Exposed Podcast, okay, on YouTube. My Facebook and Instagram is the Game EXP 123. Watch out. There's a lot of fake pages on Facebook. So you guys, if it's not the Game EXP 123, don't follow it. And that's for Instagram as well, Game EXP 123. TikTok is the Game Exposed. And if you guys are looking for one-on-one phone coaching, go to the link in the bio for my website, Ask Yaz. And it'll give you information if you're struggling with something, you're confused, you don't know about the narcissist you're dealing with, you don't know how to handle them or something like that, and you need some clarity, then if you want one-on-one phone coaching, go to my link in the bio and it tells you exactly how to do it, okay? And have a great day, you guys.